best wings in the Big 12.
The Big 12 tournament is underway from Kansas City, and off we go from T-Mobile Center. Baylor starts with it. It's a Baylor team right now, perhaps playing its best basketball of the season. They've won 3 out of 5, and the 2 losses in that time, well, they were against Arizona and Houston, and Baylor had 10-point leads on both teams in those games. Early turnover from Isaac Williams, and Arizona stay with the takeaway, and Mo Odom is still down for the Sun Devils.
Oh, he takes a little bit of a spill. Looks like his feet gets tangled up, and yeah, he bangs his face on the floor. Mo Odom is the guy that ASU can least afford to lose in this game.
He has meant everything to Bobby Hurley this year, who was saying to us yesterday about Mo Odom. The kid is fearless and a fighter. No surprise, Mo Odom good to stay in the first minute of this game. Here's Massamba Diop, 7'1" freshman from Senegal, had to get it up, and an early good defensive possession for Baylor. Cam Carr had it taken away in transition, comes right back to Caden Powell to start the scoring.
Well, for Arizona State, as they come down here on offense, Mo Odom is the key for this team. He's the engine. He's the leader of this team. He's got to touch the ball, be effective tonight in leading the offense.
Santiago Truitt underneath, scoring on Tounde Yessoufou.
Yeah, and that's where you're going to see Truitt play tonight. Mostly in that dunker spot, almost all finishes, just in the paint area, energy guy for Bobby Hurley's team.
Redshirt sophomore from Argentina who transferred in from San Diego. Baylor coming off a win Saturday against Utah, 101-75. Late shot clock, and Cam Carr is fires from deep.
Both offenses a little stagnant these first few possessions.
A lot of ball screens in the Arizona State offense. Noah Mayusin, first-year player from Belgium, missed it, and big Tounde Yessoufou ripped down the rebound. Carr attacks in transition.
Them on a streak here in March.
And that's what the players will tell you too. They're trying to go on a run for their head coach. Mo Odom and Pig Johnson both said that to us yesterday.
Yeah, this is a team and players that are heavily invested in Coach Hurley. They believe in him. They want him to be around. They've enjoyed playing for him. And you can tell they compete for him every single time they step on the floor.
Soft touch from Andrija Grebovic, the 6'11" junior from Montenegro. Here's Isaac Williams at the control for Baylor. I mentioned that Carr and Yessoufou have been the 2 stars for Baylor, but Williams, 10 in the green. He's been a huge key for him recently.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Isaac Williams. He's going to be a excellent player in this league for years to come. Touches the paint, good leader, one of the best athletes on this Baylor team.
Yessoufou, no dice in the mid-range, and Mo Odom the rebound for the Sun Devils. A lot of ball screens, and if you look by the numbers this year, Baylor has struggled as much as anyone in the Big 12 defending ball screens. Post entry for Santiago Truitt, who had the mismatch. Couldn't get it to go over the left shoulder. Baylor runs. Carr rises, swirls one out. Carr has shot it better recently, 40% from 3 for the season. Part of the reason why he's a top 25 NBA draft prospect according to our ESPN rankings.
Well, Carr does so many things for this Baylor squad. Super athletic, good defender, good with his hands, and then you see the nice move by Mayusin right there to knock that shot down. But Cameron Carr, man, I spent some time around him this summer at the Nike Skills Academy, where his teammate Tounde Yessoufou was there, Yaxel Lindeborg, Braden Smith, and boy, he made an impression on me because of his athleticism, his work ethic, and then his shooting ability is off the charts.
Yessoufou, no dice in the mid-range, and Mayusin the rebound.
You mentioned there's been a ball screen nearly every possession so far for Arizona State, but they haven't been able to take advantage yet.
Mo Odom scoreless so far, working on Cam Carr and turns it over. Looking for Massamba Diop. Carr in transition. A lot of contacts.
a fighter. He's so fearless, plays a lot bigger than his size, and he refuses to allow us to lose. And I love that. I would love to coach a player like Mo Odom.
Bobby Hurley said there are some times where this season teetered on the brink, and Odom just wouldn't let it happen. Tounde Yessoufou scores first points for the true freshman from the African country of Benin. 18 points a game. Honorable mention, Big 12.
Yeah, and if you don't know about Tounde Yessoufou, he is one of the best freshmen in all of the country, not just the Big 12. Young man from California who left California high school basketball as the all-time leading scorer, and then it got broken this year by Jason Crow Jr. Young man who's a top 5 player in the country going to Missouri in the fall.
There's Pig Johnson, had it blocked at the rim by Isaac Williams. It's run down by Truitt, but a shot clock violation. And how about the hops on the 6'1" point guard Isaac Williams?
Now let's remember, that's not new for Isaac Williams. Here he comes from the weak side, excellent help, and he does it without fouling, but that's his 17th block on the season. Okay, he's one of the guard leaders in blocks in the country. Super athletic.
More on his plate right now. Remember, Cam Carr, who got dinged up going to that break, is on the bench right now for Baylor. He was just getting checked out. Appears to be okay. He is seated in the middle of the Bears bench. Williams goes spinning into the paint against Masamba Diop.
Good defense by Diop on the switch.
Yessoufou can't hit from 3. Odom runs it down for Arizona State. Johnson attacks in transition, took the contact, lost the handle, and more good defense from Isaac Williams.
Yeah, he did a great job of just putting his body in front, putting his chest in front of Pig Johnson and causing that turnover.
Scott Drew just got career win number 500 on Saturday. Amazingly, his 23rd season at the helm. Post entry, Dan Skillings got in too tight against Johnson. Sun Devils run again, and Odom turns it over again. Skillings runs it down, and he's blocked by Johnson.
What a play by Pig Johnson. The recovery right there. Arizona State sloppy with the basketball here in the early going. Too many turnovers, and then the transition opportunity, but that timing with the two-hand block, and he nearly hits his head on the bottom of the backboard.
Oh, he is fun to watch. He brings some burst to this Arizona State team. Michael Rataj, the German Oregon State transfer, missed it, and Arizona State's got it up 6-5 in a low-scoring start to the Big 12 tournament.
Yeah, I almost feel like both these teams are getting their nerves and butterflies out. You know, like when you're playing in the tournament, in a tournament atmosphere, and you know it's one and done, you can, it almost happens two ways. Either you come out like gangbusters and you're hot and you're ready to go, but I feel like both of these teams are just a little bit too tight, a little bit too nervous, trying to be too perfect in the game right now. Great high-low action right there for the finish.
First points from Masamba Diop, rookie from Senegal, who averages 14 points and 6 rebounds per game. A guy with what Bobby Hurley thinks is first-round upside in an NBA draft.
And there's a lot of scouts that he can show that potential to here in the building today.
Obi Agbim, sixth-year senior, cut off on the baseline. Tough two won't go. Loose ball down to Agbim and an offensive rebound. Agbim flashed. Shot fake, step back. Can't knock it down. Skillings attacks the glass and scores.
What a rebound by Skillings, crashing from the perimeter. Nobody puts a body on him. That's of a big concern for Bobby Hurley and his team. Hurley mentioned it to me this morning, just said, our team is not great rebounding team. We got to put bodies, play with a sense of physicality. And Skillings takes advantage there.
And Baylor's an elite offensive rebounding team. One of the best in the country. Pig Johnson sinks a 3.
Now he lit up this Baylor team last time when they played, 20 points. He's one of the nation's best six men.
That was one of Anthony Pig Johnson's 3 highest scoring games of the year.
And when you say Anthony, okay, I thought him, and Coach Hurley said it took him about 2 weeks before he felt comfortable enough to even call him Pig.
That's what everyone knows him as, and he is making a statement here off the bench.
More excited or amped up for those games because it's Texas Tech and Kansas, and you're going to play a little bit harder and compete a little bit harder. But that's what this team is doing right now. in the first 10 minutes of this game. Baylor now with some pressure.
They got a trap on Mayusin. This is going to be a 10-second count, and it is forced by Baylor, who will do that. They will extend full court after made free throws.
And that's a great switch up by Coach Drew, because conversely, he's looking for his team to get ramped up, get a little bit of juice and energy in the building.
Bobby Hurley counters by reinserting Pig Johnson and Mo Odom to get some ball handlers back on the floor.
Yeah, to your point, that was a great job by Drew, recognizing that the two best ball handlers on Arizona State's team were on the bench. Good time to put the pressure on.
4 turnovers aside here, midway through this first half. Skilling scores it. Couple buckets for the Cincinnati transfer, Dan Skillings. Grebovich left alone.
That can't happen, okay? Like if you're Baylor, you just scored, okay, on a baseline out of bounds, and then you come back and you don't know who you're guarding, and then you lose one of the best shooters on this Sun Devil team. That's just a miscommunication and lack of concentration by the Bears defensively.
And again, KYP, know your personnel. You can't lose Grebovich. He is a shooter. Agbim gets bumped and fouled on the floor.
Well, you see them coming down and they're just in confusion. Nobody's talking. Nobody knows who they're guarding. Looks like miscommunication there by Powell and Ratai. And then it cost him 3 points.
Skillings got caught up in there as well, and a breakdown for Baylor defensively. Arizona State by 10, 8.5 to go in the first half, and Yessoufou missed it in tight. Loose ball down to Trevor Best. Pig Johnson hoists and hits. Pig Johnson's second 3, and he's got 8 off the bench.
And again, Arizona State at their best in transition. Coach Drew not ethic to get here, and now he's paying it off in a big way for Bobby Hurley's team this year.
He has made famous University of Cumberland, his NAIA school that preceded his stop in Tempe. He's got 8 points. Cam Carr can't answer, and then confusion on the rebound. It stays at this end. And a big assist goes to Bobby Hurley Jr. for finding Pig Johnson. He was perusing the internet, found a video, as Bobby Hurley Jr.'s father told us, some obscure recruiting NAIA website. They liked the video of Pig Johnson, got in touch with him, and he lands with Arizona State in the Big 12.
I love that. That's so cool. And in talking to Bobby Hurley Sr., I asked him what it's like to have your son working with you this year. And he said, man, it's been a true joy to have my son around every single day. He goes, he has a really bright mind for this game. And he goes, like many of these young coaches, he's great with the analytics, the computers, the video breakdowns, and obviously he has a good eye for scouting and recognizing talent, as he did with Pig Johnson. But he said just that family bond, because like as I've been in this coaching thing, I was in the NBA for the last 8 years, and a great corner 3 there on the baseline out of bounds from Carr. But you miss a lot of family time. So Bobby Hurley, he's been coaching at Buffalo and now at Arizona State, 13 years as a head coach. You miss a lot when your son's growing up. Now you get to have him around on your staff every day and get to see him. Like what a treat it's been for the Hurley family.
Grebovich with a stick back, and the lead back to 12 for Arizona State. Both Bobby Hurley's enjoying the first 13 minutes of this one, trying to get to the second round.
The defensive end, things are a little bit too easy for the Sun Devils right now.
Again, all 4 games today here on ESPN+. Next up, the 9 seed Cincinnati against Utah, the 16 seed. Okay. Yessoufou scores on the baseline out of bounds.
And one thing I'd be frustrated out if I was Bobby Hurley right now, and I think he's really holding it in on the sidelines, that's 3 baseline out of bounds that they've scored on. They've gotten 2 layups and a corner 3. Those things can't happen. It can't be that easy. 1 pass and a score, and then Yessoufou, good defense right there, good hands, and he pays it off.
Nice reverse from Tounde Yessoufou with a quick 4 for Baylor to get it back down to single digits.
Yessoufou's not built like a normal freshman. If you stand by this young man, he has these big, broad shoulders and plays with a sense of physicality.
Out of a 6'5" frame for Tounde Yessoufou. High ball screen is a bump on Caden Powell into the back of Masamba Diop.
Well, here's what Baylor will need more of. Just physicality, good hands right there, pressuring the ball after the catch, and then leading with transition offense for Tounde Yessoufou, and a sweet finish on the other side of the rim.
His teams met 2.5 weeks ago in Waco, and it was a similar script. Arizona State led by 10 late in the first half. Baylor came back to win it 73-68. Pig Johnson. No, rebound Agbin. Agbin around the screen. Powell underneath.
Too many turnovers. Sometimes it's we can't make shots. Some games it's the defense. So it's not as if he could put his finger on one certain thing.
Johnson couldn't haul it in. Agbin couldn't pay it off. And then last touch by Baylor.
And I love the coaching chess match, Mike, okay? So both these coaches out of timeouts have switched their defenses up. This is the second time out of a timeout that they've gone, that Baylor, his lifetime, cannot believe he feels Williams flopped on that.
What makes you say that that's what he thinks?
His facial expression?
Yeah. And he is very strict with 2 fouls in the first half, according to KenPom. Isaac Williams knifed into the paint, follows it up, and Baylor cuts into the margin down to 4.
I might stay with the pressure if I was Baylor with no Mo Odom on the floor.
Your ball handlers are Pig Johnson, Noah Mayusin, and Bryce Ford for Bobby Hurley. Here's Ford. He's missed some time this year with a hip injury. Diop. Tough fall away goes for Masamba Diop.
Man, his improvement in a short amount of time for this freshman from Senegal has been tremendous. Great athlete, runs the floor with fluidity, good shot blocker, and then now showing some of the offensive talent.
Yessoufou, no dice from deep. Do you like that shot?
No, it's a bad shot because the offense has been going, let's move the ball side to side, get some other action.
Just like that, back up to 8 for Arizona State. 10 for Pig Johnson, 10 for Andrea Gribovich to lead the Sun Devils. Only 4 combined points from Arizona State's top 2 scorers this season. Mo Odom, who's scoreless and on the bench, and 4 for Diop. Williams responds with a 3.
So here's the difference in the last 2 possessions. 4 different guys touch the ball on that possession right there. Ball goes from the right side to the left side, and you get a corner 3 out of it, rather than a one-pass jump shot from Yessoufou on the previous possession.
Back down to 5, approaching 4 to go until halftime. Diop, step back, too strong. Offensive rebound, Truitt in the follow.
Great job by Truitt, just positioning himself against Yessoufou there, kind of just wedging his way around the basket to get that offensive rebound.
Agbin can't hit, and Truitt soared for the rebound.
One pass shot.
Pig Johnson through the contact, no. Cam Carr in transition surveys. A switch from Diop. Carr drives, lost it on the way up, and it'll stay at this end of the floor and send
for how it's being officiated or played, and then bring great energy to the Sun Devil team off the bench. And he's done that all night, and he's wide open right there.
And he goes long, lob, Diop!
And I love, you know what Pig Johnson did? He acknowledged the bench or the coaching staff for putting in that play in the backcourt to free them up for the lob. I love that.
Paying his thanks as he restores the lead to 12. Carr got a switch. Hits another 3, the 3rd for Cam Carr.
Yeah, just a great rhythm dribble jumper. But Gribovich is like holding his hands like what am I supposed to do? Okay, when a guy like Carr is finding his rhythm like that, you have to close the airspace on him, make him more uncomfortable, send him to the help.
Mayusin slips and got it back anyway out to Pig Johnson. Mayusin hoists. Cans a 3.
He's a good player. good ball handler as the backup point guard, maybe the best all-around defender. We've seen the steals, but man, I really like that.
Really struggled to shoot it against Baylor in that first meeting. 1 of 9 from the floor, 1 of 6 from 3. Carr with some space again, and he's got 4 threes.
But it's a subtle thing. Okay, it's a rhythm dribble. We call it a hang dribble, and like when you're doing player development, it kind of just gets a guy on his heels, gets their hands down, and then he elevates over Jop at 7 feet and knocks down the 3.
And Carr is jawing as well, enjoying this. 5 seconds to go until halftime. Jop can't answer. And Yessoufou does not get it off.
Mo Odom is going to be aggressive and going to lead this team here in the second half, but for him to not attempt a shot and then to be up by 9 is a great sign for the Sun Devils.
Andrija Grebovic was huge too with 12 points, a guy whose career high is 13. Truitt had a floater roll off and Grebovic cleans it up.
But that goes to Yessoufou right there with a bad gamble on the perimeter, and then that leads to the easy drive and then a numbers opportunity for Arizona State, and they cash it out on the offensive glass. Just have to be solid defensively.
Williams knifing into the paint. No foul called, and Mo Odom pushes.
Odom always has his head on a swivel, man. I loved what he did right there. Didn't have to force the action.
Grebovic with a mismatch. Powell doubles, and Grebovic draws a foul on the baseline. Goes against Isaac Williams, the first on the Baylor point guard. Yeah, let's see if Mo Odom gets unleashed here in this second half after those 2 first-half fouls. And as is the norm for Bobby Hurley coach teams, that coincides with a steady stay on the bench. Agbim on Jop, giving up a lot of size. Truitt, shot clock below 10.
Here's where he's at his best.
Odom rises, can't hit. Offensive rebound, Truitt, and he gets.
They mix up their presses here, a little 1-2, 1-1. Little diamond pressure, they might look to trap out of that.
Force a turnover, no need for the trap.
Not when they just give you the ball.
8 Baylor turnovers. And again, the press continues to be effective for Bobby Hurley like it was in the first meeting. Mo Odom short again, and this one's off of Cam Carr. If you dealt with foul trouble and you're a guy like Mo Odom, skilled, good shooter, what ways do you work into a game and try to get in your rhythm?
Touch the paint first. Okay, instead of, now the first 3 he took is because it was late clock, but that one you don't need the contested one. Touch the paint like that. Okay, that one doesn't go, but play off 2 feet so you have better balance.
Odom trying to get going for the Sun Devils. Meantime, Cam Carr around and out. Powell attacks, kept it alive. Williams swirls it out and Jop down with a rebound. Mayusin in transition, slips again. Harassed by Isaac Williams.
Good pressure by Williams.
Odom summons Jop. Didn't come all the way. Mayusin cuts. Truitt on the baseline, attack with a floater over Powell.
That was actually pretty good offense there. Mo Odom, he set the table on that. He calls up the big in the ball screen. He saw that they were going to blitz or put 2 on the ball, and Jop just stops in the short roll position, and then they played 4-on-3 on the backside.
Williams answers at the rim. That's what Isaac Williams has done great for Baylor, especially over the last month and change, getting to the rim for Scott Drew.
Yeah, he's really played some of his best basketball, 12 points per game over his last 5.
Truitt on a face-up. Yessoufou walls him off and forces a turnover. Yessoufou calling for it. On the block, got bumped, and we'll get to it at the free throw line.
Yeah, Tounde Yessoufou, big-time scorer from Southern California, Santa Maria High School.
See Truitt here working on that baseline drive. Yessoufou split for Joshua Jefferson.
Yeah, Jefferson, one of the most versatile players in this conference. But how about Braden Burries? I thought he was tremendous in the Big 12 season for the Arizona Wildcats, and he's going to be a key factor for them to make a deep run in March.
Arizona, the top seed of the 16 teams, all here in Kansas City. Dan Skillings turns it over. Pig Johnson through the wickets for Mo Odom. Odom got rid of it.
Good job by Powell.
Baylor's going to have to ratchet it up defensively. Odom around the screen all the way to the basket for his first points.
The pace right there that he played with, okay, didn't come off and have to turn the corner right away. Dragged that screen out right there and then saw the seam and punched it through that gap to get to the rim.
See, his 3 schools went from Pacific for a couple of years to last year's season at Pepperdine, and now at Arizona State. Agben to Powell.
Well, he's a guy that he always wanted to play at Arizona State. Okay, he grew up in the Bronx, but then he moved over to Union City, New Jersey, which I asked Coach Hurley, I said, how far is Jersey City from Union City? He said, man, just walking distance. And Mo Odom obviously knew the history of the Hurley family and wanted to play, and they've just been a perfect fit with each other.
And Odom gets a tip off of Carr here to win it back for Arizona State.
Well, Odom finally gets his first bucket, but look how far he drags it, like 20 feet out. And then Agben never gets his chest back in front. Odom sees that gap, drives hard to the lane, finally gets his first bucket here in the second half.
Bobby Hurley said to us yesterday, lovingly, he said if it were a pickup game, you wouldn't probably pick Mo Odom. And that he then goes out there and he's got his fingerprints all over the game, like this to Pig Johnson.
And he said you would actually be wrong if you didn't pick him because he's such a winner. He's such a competitor. And I asked Coach Hurley, I said, did you know about him in high school? He said, no, I didn't. He goes, but I wish I did because I would have signed this man a lot sooner. But he said, this is as close as he's been with a player in his coaching tenure is Mo Odom and Remy Martin. Those are the 2 guys that he's been tightest with. Then there, you see the vision right there, draws the baseline defender, holds that defender just long enough to deliver that pass with the slow step, and then a great cut by his partner and best friend on the team, Pig Johnson.
From the Bronx to New Jersey to the Big 12. After the illegal screen from Caden Powell, Arizona State trying to add to its lead. Alan McCabe back into the game. He's been playing through an ankle injury recently for the Sun Devils. Jop, too strong on the follow away. Skillings in transition. He gets fouled by Mo Odom.
With a small lineup now, no true center in the game.
And again with Odom off the floor for Arizona State, Scott Drew senses an opening. Pig Johnson went deep, and Williams picked it from Mayusin. Williams to the basket. Couldn't finish, and the rebound down to Truitt. And then poked away by Williams. Yessoufou will get comfortable with in terms of foul tolerance for Odom with 3.
It's the second half, so you have to trust Mo Odom that he's a smart player and that he can defend without fouling. You have this 12-point lead. If it gets to single digits here in the next couple minutes, I'm bringing Mo Odom back in the game. I'm not going long because this is one and done time. So you can't really play around. You have to be able to trust Mo Odom to be able to play with those type of fouls.
An Arizona State team that Joe Lunardi has as his 11th team out of the field. So obviously Arizona State would need something massive this week in Kansas City. And it's got to start with 1. Bryce Ford to put it in to Pig Johnson. Ford got it to McCabe to break the pressure. Johnson on the drive, had it blocked by Yessoufou.
And now with this smaller lineup in for the Bears, they can do a lot more switching. Okay, Yessoufou, good job moving his feet, walling up, and then blocking that shot without fouling.
Here you go, baseline out of bounds. There's been a feast all day on this.
There has been.
Ford, deep one.
Another one. Now that one was more so because Isaac Williams just backed off and dared him to shoot the NBA three, because Ford's a 31% three-point shooter. But man, that you don't want to give what we call them dare shots. I don't want to dare a guy to shoot, especially when I'm down double digits.
Yessoufou had it ripped away. It belongs to Arizona. I just relayed the information.
I get what you're saying,
but straight from the horse's mouth.
I'm involved in a lot of youth sports, but I've never seen any signups at 3 years old.
No Pop Warner?
No, sir.
In SoCal at 3?
No basketball either.
Powell stayed patient from Skillings.
Good footwork from Skillings, drawing the defender on that drive there.
Saw the note, Mo Odom sat for 253, and in that time, Baylor had outscored Arizona State 9-6. Lead down to 9 again with Odom returning and scoring around the corner.
Repeat of his first basket of the game. Drags it out to the left side there, and then he drops that shoulder and they're able to turn the corner and get another lay-in.
Tounde Yessoufou off the shot fake. Straight to the basket for 2.
Yessoufou actually kind of set that up. He said, I'm going to come screen for you to Agbim, set the screen, popped, shot fake, beautiful drive to the rim.
Yessoufou now into double figures with 10. And again, it's down to 9. Odom draws a foul on Isaac Williams, and that's 3 on Baylor's point guard.
Well, watch Mo Odom. He's so good in pick and roll. And this is one thing you learn under Bobby Hurley, because you get to play so much pick and roll. Here he gets that ball in the center third, gives a little bit of in and out dribble. That gets Powell off balance. And then no help side defense on the baseline from the Baylor Bears as Odom goes to lay it in easily. Williams playing with more physicality on the defensive end.
Now has to be careful with those 3, though. Mayusin steps in to a 3-2 strong. And a loose ball will send it the other way. Arizona State deliberating. And you see the staff there telling Bobby Hurley not to challenge.
I would go right back to this Tounde Yessoufou matchup. The pick and pop.
They go to it.
He's going to post up.
He had gotten the switch on Odom. Gets Odom on him again.
There's the post up.
Yessoufou loves doing this, and he goes right to the bucket again.
You could see that coming like a mile away. It's just a matter of how they could manufacture it.
The Baylor crowd gets into it with Arizona State's lead down to 7. Odom nearly turned it over toward Mayusin. Johnson late shot clock. Driving on Agbim. Got it to go.
Big time one-on-one play when they needed the most from Pig Johnson. The offense had gotten really stagnant for Arizona State, and he just makes a play. Now they switch to the zone. That way, this takes away the isolations and the switches, but it doesn't matter. They get it to Yessoufou right at the high post, the soft spot. Hurley's upset. They're like, what are you doing? And they're telling Jop, go get that. That's his spot when that ball gets into that Big 12 logo area.
Odom off the screen. Johnson went soaring. Williams ahead of the pack. Lays it in. Odom in the 2-man game with Jop. Jop had it batted away by Powell, and it will stay at this end of the floor. And he misses the front end again. Baylor with easy rebounds, too, on those front end misses.
Well, how come no Arizona State players? It's like they didn't know it's 1-and-1 on both of them. Nobody even stepped in the lane.
Yessoufou again trying to get this mismatch on Odom. Kicked it for Skillings. Wide right. Tipped in off Jop's fingertips, and it's a one-possession game.
If I'm Odom, I attack Williams. You hopefully know that he has 4 fouls.
Odom snaked it, dropped it off for Truitt. Scores it with the right hand.
Okay, so they tried to blitz it, but a poor job by Powell. He gets too overextended. Odom attacks it with the split, and then Truitt with the great footwork and composure around the rim.
Baylor had got it down to one possession, as close as they'd been since they were down 8-7. Yessoufou, no.
Now, when does Baylor come back with Cameron Carr?
Right now. Just got up off the bench right as you said it. With 5+ minutes to go in this first round matchup.
See, there's the 2 on the ball, and there's the rotation.
Forced Jop. Mayusin knocks it down.
And a smart play by Jop. He got his eyes up, scanned the floor right away, and found Mayusin on the opposite side of the floor from where he was. That's how you beat the rotations and the trap.
4 in double figures now for the Sun Devils, up by 8. Skillings couldn't get free off the screen, so Williams fouls out of the game. And somewhat amazingly, all 5 of his fouls since halftime.
And you've been the primary defender on Mo Odom. Now Yessoufou gets that assignment.
So 24 on 5. Odom snaked it again. Mid-range, good.
That's on Powell. Okay, you have to keep, if you're blitzing the pick and roll or doubling, you have to keep contact with Jop. The split can't happen. It happened the possession before. Can't happen twice. Great job by Odom.
Skilling shut off. Agbim comes to get it. Hoyce can't hit. Carr. Skilling's on the drive. Couldn't lay it in.
Well, a great response by Arizona State after Baylor's big-time run to cut it to a one-possession game. And it's been Mo Odom playing with a ton of composure out here at the point guard spot.
And now it's Cam Carr on Odom. A switch from Powell. Odom, Hoyce. Can't hit. Battle on the boards, won by Yessoufou. Yessoufou goes spinning. Nearly lost it. Back out for Skillings, a 3. No. And Baylor is cold from deep, just 1 of 7 from 3 since halftime.
Well, also unorganized offensively because no point guard on the floor with Isaac Williams out.
Mayusin draws a foul on the net game.
No point guard on the floor. Nobody went to help get the ball in bounds.
With Isaac Williams having fouled out of this game. Agbim, Carr, Yessoufou, Skillings, and Powell, the 5 for Scott Drew. Carr drives and scores it off the glass, and his first point since halftime.
So they put their 2 best players in a side pick and roll right there with Yessoufou and Carr. For poor foul shooter, he's at 72%. But they get 1 out of 2.
10-point game, 2.5 to go.
Yessoufou wants the same action. Just a side pick and roll, see if they can get the switch.
He cleared out Agbim, and then Carr gets fouled by Pig Johnson. 5 team fouls on Arizona State. Bobby Hurley trying to get this team to the second round with everything that has swirled around him this season. Carr, short. Powell the offensive rebound. Agbim can't hit. Loose ball, battled for along the sideline and rescued by the Sun Devils. They got a trap on Jop, but a foul committed by Baylor.
And just on-court skill work, man, this guy has a very bright future.
And Bobby Hurley thinks he could be a first-rounder. Carr short, and another foul committed by Baylor. Arizona State really had to work to get to the finish line. Baylor did as well down the stretch, getting that 5-point win at home. Skilling's the kick. Agbim got it. Finally a three for Baylor.
Touch the paint, relocate, open three.
And Bobby Hurley will take a timeout.
Of that. So you know that Bobby Hurley cares a ton. And this profession is not easy, and it's unforgiving at times.
He just got a split from Pig Johnson. Leads at 8.
Good double team by Jop, not giving up the three.
Yessoufou off target. Powell finally kicks it out. Agbim for 3. No. And tipped by Jop to Odom. Jop stayed strong and then
on senior day in Ames. Now the Cyclone crowd, they will travel well down here to Kansas City.
Long rebound, Yessoufou, he'll put it up. Miss it. Tipped around. Odom got to the loose ball.
Have long NBA careers, in my opinion.
Carr rises, he hits, as Bobby Hurley was screaming, "Don't foul," sternly. And turned over, but Agbim is out of. Carr shut off. A lob for Yessoufou. Shot fake. No. Skilling's out for Carr. He gets fouled by Mayusin.
That's insane.